Hi everybody, my name is Thaisa, and today with the log 1, I chose the book that is called Meet Danitra Brown. This is the book I chose. I didn't have time to go to the library this week, and when I had time it was closed, so sorry about that. But this is a very good poetry book, and it's written by Nikki Grims and illustrated by Floyd Cooper. So the plot or the story of this game really talks about Danitra's best friend. And Danitra's best friend is the one really enhancing the qualities Danitra shows during the story. She's bragging about Danitra. She is putting her up and talking about how she helped her personally overcome different obstacles. And so the story is a really great combination of poetry. It has bits and pieces of poetry, and it's simple poetry for kids, so it's really great. And it's written in the first person, which is of course in the eyes of Danitra's best friend. So the book starts off praising Danitra Brown and how smart and wise she is for her age. The setting is definitely in a poor neighborhood, and it's basically in school, so it's in their school. And the next page shows that Danitra and her best friend are brushing off negative comments about Danitra's glasses. Danitra's glasses are pretty big, and then one of the kids in the school was making fun of her. It was negative comments, and he was very angry when he was doing it. So she then told her best friend, Danitra, to pay him no mind, since she has no time for remarks like that. She is too busy worrying about herself and minding her own business and reading and having fun. So she's even making her friend feel good about a comment that was made about her. Then the next page is about Danitra's favorite color. So she discusses the fact that Danitra loves to wear purple. And why? Because Danitra hears that purple was worn by kings and queens. So she just loves that color. Then the next part is when Danitra's mom, she is sick, she was laying down. We can see in the illustration that Danitra and her best friend are actually cleaning up for her. So that shows a very strong side of both of the girls. The next part of the story is when Danitra is comforting her best friend because her best friend's dad does not show up for parents' night, so it's just Danitra's best friend and her mom. And Danitra is telling her, you know, you got it good because you got the love twice as hard. And that makes her best friend feel better. Then the next part is about kids again making fun of Danitra's best friend, and they're making fun of her skin tone. They're saying, you know, you're too dark, you're just way too dark. And then Danitra is telling her best friend that the best way to reply to that is, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. So then again, we can see how Danitra makes everybody feels better, including herself. And the last part of the book is about the best friend meeting another girl, a new girl in town, and she tells that new girl that she reminds her of Danitra. So the story is a pack of poetry, and it's so nice. I loved reading it. I was reading it online, and it really touched me, and I think it's a good book because it reminds the kids to be very positive. You know, even though things can be looking down, you can be that person that's positive, making everybody feel good, and it touches bullying, peer pressure, and self-image. So I loved that. I think the book is also great because it shows a couple of poetry parts, and it helps the kids be able to create their own poetry in the future. And yeah, so this is my book. Once again, it's called Meet Danitra Brown. Thank you.